Hey everyone, welcome to another video from Code with Parsa. I am Parsa and today we want to talk about currying in JavaScript. So currying is this old functional programming concept where we feed a function its parameters one at a time and we run it at the end. So today we'll talk about how you can implement a currying function, and then we'll talk about whether or not you should actually use currying in your functional programs. Before we start though, I want to give Kenzie Dodds a little bit of a credit for this video because I watched this video a few days ago on currying and it kind of heavily influenced my ideas and my comments on currying. So this is kind of influenced by his videos, which I'm going to link down below. Without further ado, let's get to it. So here I made a function called makeSentence. It grabs two words, word 1 and word 2. It concatenates them together and it spits it out. And then I'm console logging it here in my console. And I can actually see that hello world is being console logged here. There we go. So if I want to make this into a currying function, my purpose is to have word 1 passed into it first and then add word 2 passed at another point in time. So if I want to do that, first of all, I'll get rid of word 2 because I'm not passing it to the function yet. What I'll do instead is I'll make my function return another function. So my function will return another function, and here I'll get word 2. And what I can do is the same thing. Return word 1 plus a space in between plus word 2 and end the sentence, right? And then here I know that this is going to return a function because I'm returning a function, and the second function is returning my second word. So what I can do is I know this results in a function, so I pass another word to the function that's the result, and we're back to hello world. So this is the simplest form of currying in functional JavaScript. I just return a function and the second function will grab more parameters for me, and then I concatenate them together at the end and I'll spit out the result. So if I want to make it a little bit more fancy, I can give people the option to either pass all the parameters all at once or pass them one at a time. So I'm going to say, I'm going to create an if statement. I'm going to say if word 2 was not undefined, return same thing, word 1 plus space plus word 2 plus. There we go. Otherwise, I will want to return a function that gets my word 2, and it will call my makeSentence. And here I'll pass word 1 and word 2. So there's a little bit of a recursion there too. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying if both parameters are passed in, just do what you're supposed to do, add them all together. Otherwise, wait for the second parameter using another function, and then once you get that second parameter, call this function again, and this time because I have both words available, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to return the result. So what happens here is I can either do this or I can use my first solution, and they will both work. I can do makeSentence and I can pass in hello and world all at the same time. And let me give it a refresh to clean up my console. And once the console is cleared, I can see hello world has been logged twice. Okay, so now we got a little bit of insight into how we can create a currying function. But why would we want to use currying? So this is the idea. If I'm going to call them all at once, this kind of makes no sense because I can just pass it in like that. But here's the idea. I can now say I want a function that says hello to whatever you give it. So I can extend my make sentence function and say hello something maybe is make sentence, and the first word for it is hello, right? So what happens now is I can do say hello something and say world. I'm going to comment that out and see I get hello world. I can say console log say hello something Parsa. So now I get hello Parsa. So I was able to kind of extend my make sentence function into another function that uses my make sentence, but also gets some parameters. So this is the idea behind currying. But the problem becomes once you start using currying over and over, you're creating these layers on top of each other. And not only it doesn't make your source code cleaner, it kind of starts adding complexity to your code. If you see here, I might have made another function which is say hello, say bye, and I can do make sentence, bye, and then I can probably start saying say bye, and then I have my say bye, and then I have my two functions that both use my make sentence to say something, and I'm adding these layers on top of each other over and over again. So at the end, I want to conclude that using currying might not be the best idea in functional programming unless you have a very good reason and a very good insight as to how you're going to use it and why it's useful in your functional code. But that's currying. Let me know what you think of my video and like if you want. I'll see you next time.